All right. Welcome back to the Mario Kart 64 One Try League. I'm your host, Haddock, and today we have PAL versus NTSC, Darius, currently ranked 108th, versus SkarFace, who is currently ranked 117. Darius is on PAL, and SkarFace will be on NTSC, so I will only sync up the beginning of the first course, and then obviously SkarFace will get done typically a bit sooner, barring any mistakes, and then I will convert to PAL for the comparison. So just to give you a little heads up on what we're doing here, the players are going head-to-head on the same track, and it is called the One Try League because they have one try at completing a course. 3-lap is the standard, but they do have what's called jokers. Each character can pick two fast lap picks, in which case they will race the first lap. And then they also have a shortcut pick that they can have once per match to play a course 3-lap shortcut. And they will go head-to-head, going back and forth, choosing a track until the players win a best of 3 courses to win a set, and then best 3 of 5 sets to win the match. And the person that gets to choose first is the lower-ranked person, which will be SkarFace today. Just to give you a little heads up on the players themselves, Darius is from England, currently ranked 108th, like I said, is a PAL player, joined in January of 2006, and many of their PRs predate date tracking, but they have been doing some work in the summertime here. And SkarFace joined September the 11th, never forget, 2023. Currently ranked 117th and has a very current timesheet with times in mainly 2025, with some still lingering from 2024. Both players very strong. Both players ranked very similarly. So we should see some back and forth here. So this is now week 3 of the One Try League, season 7. And in week 1, SkarFace went against Chumbo, and Chumbo won in set 5. They essentially went back and forth, and then Chumbo was able to win set 5. Darius in week 1 went against Matthew and had a decided victory. However, in week 2, Darius went against Chumbo, and Chumbo won that week. So Darius is 1-1, and SkarFace went against Amiral, and SkarFace won. So both players are 1-1 going into week 3. So we'll see who can get ahead here. And with that, I think we're ready for the first pick. I've given the signal, so we'll see where SkarFace is going to take us for the first course of Season 7, Week 3 of this match. SkarFace doing a Moo Moo Farm start. Both players are ready. I'm going to count them down. All right, I got them synced up as best as I could. But we're going to see Scarface slowly get ahead here. Good flip-flops from Scarface. Darius taking a little bit of a wider angle, doesn't catch the end of the hills there. Scarface going around the moles, however. Darius taking a little bit more of a of an aggressive line to start, but waits to get a visual on the molehills and hits the bottom of the bridge, bounces back. So based on what I'm seeing here, Scarface looking like having a confident lead, however hits a mole. So whatever time difference was there, it was pretty sure that eats up all of that, maybe a little extra, even though Darius is taking very, very conservative mushroom hits. Scarface having what looks to be a lot better movement overall. Oh, goes over a molehill, gets lucky. Goes over another one, gets lucky again. So good movement from Scarface. He gets a 118.18. Darius very conservative on those. Misses the bridge this time and gets a 132.18. All right, I have to do a conversion real quick. And 118 converts to a 134 flat for Pal. Which actually, Darius still wins, so that mole hit actually made the difference. Oops. 13. And Darius takes track 1, which was very interesting because Darius was very conservative on those mushroom cuts, getting the visual, but it actually came out in their favor because Scarface hit that one mole. Oh wait, does this convert automatically? Oh, I think this converts automatically. Hold on. This is great. I don't have to do conversions myself. Yay, it converts automatically. Automagically. That's great. All right, Darius is taking us to Toad's Turnpike next. We're just remarking at how great Abney is at programming. Both players are ready. I'm going to count them down. Wonderful. Wonderful auto magic. I don't need to do this. All right, onto the Toad Turnpike. All right, both players getting the Start Boost MT to get around the truck. Good tight movement so far. Darius misses an MT. Scarface pulling ahead ever so slightly. Good movement. One shroom down for both players. Scarface taking some wider angles so as not to get caught on the fence. Goes around the truck, goes around the bus. Okay, so there's definitely some time that Darius can make up with some tighter movement going on the inside. Very safe though. Darius does touch the fence line. Should gain a little bit of time though. Even bearing that in mind, that was not much of a time loss at all. Second shroom by SkarFace, looking good so far. Yeah, no cart dancing. Both players drifting very well today. 50-25. Great lap by SkarFace. Probably would have been sub 50 going on the inside of those two vehicles at the beginning of lap 2. Minute 61. Yeah, pretty standard movement. No huge mistakes on this course. SkarFace taking some safety space though. I think that all of the safety space is going to be adding up. All right, John Madden ending. Ooh, catching the oh, had a mushroom still. Gets a 50-60 for the 231.51. I think Darius will take this unless something catastrophic happens. There was a lot of safe movement from SkarFace, which I think is going to cost it, especially bearing in mind the NTSC disadvantage versus a PAL player. Ooh, inner MT bounces off the fence in a great manner, though. We see a 302.04. Which converted very close. Yep, very close. All that little time does add up. So Darius takes the second track by 0.14. SkarFace is going to be taking us to Sherbetland. So we're getting off the freeway. We're headed to Penguin City. Both players are ready. And hey, what's up, Bent? All right, a little bit of back and forth movement from SkarFace at the beginning. Darius is holding it together. Just a little bit of chaos at the beginning, but no big mistake from SkarFace. No, normally that would be a fall in the water or a massive bonk. No mushroom from SkarFace, but Darius slaps the wall. So Darius should be just a little bit behind now based on the movement. 34.44, holding on to a mushroom still. Darius just missing that last penguin. Second mushroom, the second lap, first mushroom. SkarFace uses the fast lap strat. Probably looking to use the next one here. Gets caught on the wall a little bit. Hits the mushroom, misses the penguin, hits the wall. Still gets through relatively cleanly. Didn't catch the wall quite like Darius in lap 1. So I would say it's probably about even now. Darius having a much cleaner mushroom on the second lap here. Just a little tap, a little love tap on the wall there. SkarFace starting out with a very aggressive angle over that last crack jump, but readjusts. Very smart last second movement. Ooh, Darius having a little awkward angle going into that. SkarFace slapping the penguin. The penguin slaps back. That will cost it unless Darius does something dastardly in this last mushroom. Last mushroom up. Misses the penguin. 144.36 from SkarFace. Final turn. and does the swag finish. 202.10, which I believe takes that. I need to select a track, of course. And it does. So Darius taking the first set. Just a few mistakes that cost SkarFace each time. Toad's Turnpike was actually very even. Just a little bit safer than Darius was taking the turns. Set 1 goes to Darius, which means SkarFace will be up first for the pick. And we're going to the jungle. Both players are ready. SkarFace is ranked about 20 ranks higher than Darius on this one, so 23 ranks higher. So we're looking for more of an advantage based on rankings here. Ooh, good jump. About the same jump for both players. Yeah, very, very similar starts here. Good approach to the bridge. Gets the MT. No awkward air. Nice climb from SkarFace. Darius on the entrance. Hard to tell with Pal if that was slow or just visually slow. So I would clock SkarFace a little bit ahead here. Neither player taking an aggressive jump so far smartly, but Darius takes a much more conservative jump on the second lap here. Good approach from SkarFace. Second cave climb up. Has a little bit of trouble at the top, but makes it. 38.85. Darius's cave climb looking pretty good. I think that was a little faster. Again, hard to tell with the with the PAL conversion. Third jump. Pretty good. Both players not going super aggressive. Very comfortable angles. SkarFace getting caught on the bridge at the end. Good cave climb. Gets the 157.07. I think based on what I'm seeing here, SkarFace, ooh, Darius gets hit on the grass a little bit. Still gets the MT out of the bridge. Last climb up. Goes a little bit more aggressive. Looks pretty dang good, actually. 220.16. Conversion magic. Darius still takes it by about 0.6 of a second. Not about, by 0.6 of a second. That, honestly, very surprising given the movements. Darius had a really low lap 1. Laps 2 and 3 a little bit worse, and SkarFace had a really good second lap. All that little time adds up. That was a surprise. I actually thought Scarface, visually at least, looked like they won. Darius taking us to Luigi Raceway. Both players are ready. Fundamentally, Luigi Raceway should be in the PAL player's best interest to pick. Scarface is ranked 139th on the 3-lap. And Darius, this is definitely one of Darius's picks because he has the dual god. He's ranked 59th. So this is definitely a personal pick. But Darius catching a bit of the dirt at the beginning there. Might see an upset. However, Scarface taking a little bit too aggressive at an angle and also touches the off-road a little bit. First shroom up. Good bonk. Darius going shroomless on lap 1. And gets a 41 flat. Scarface touching the off-road just a little bit again. Darius doing the same. Double shroom up for Scarface. Pretty good aggressive angle. Right up against the wall. Darius misses an MT, but still holding on to the mushrooms. Scarface going for the more traditional 1-2-0 strat. Hard to tell. Darius has missed some mini turbos. Both players have touched the off-road a moderate amount. But overall, Darius should still be in the lead. 3 shrooms up still. Scarface getting a respectable 140.38. Nice driving. All right, Darius, what do you got? We got a wall bonk. First shroom up. Second shroom up. Looking good. Nice tight angles. Goes for the fast lap strat on the lap 3. Doesn't get under 2. It looks like that should convert in Scarface's favor, but we're going to find out right meow. Yes, and it do. Not by a lot, 0.09, but it do. Scarface taking his first track. The set is now 1-1 in set 2, and it's Scarface's pick. That was quite the upset, actually, because Darius has half the rank that Scarface has. And is playing on PAL, so that's actually that's huge. That's great. Well played, well played. And taking the opponent's pick is also always feels good. And Scarface taking us to Mario Raceway fast lap, using the first fast lap joker so far. So Scarface will still have 1 remaining. Both players are ready. And just as a reminder, the players will play 1 lap. So they're going to play the first lap, use all 3 shrooms, and we're going to see some chaos because this track is 1, short, 2, that mushroom cut is a doozy. So we're going to see what happens. Mushroom cut. Oh, Scarface goes around. Darius also goes around and slaps the mushroom a little bit. This is looking pretty good. But Scarface caught the wall. It's tough to decide now. 25.03. Darius having a wider final shroom, 29.30. Hard to tell. There was some mistakes from both sides. Um, oh, what? You have to hit the 02930. What? And Darius does take it by 0.2. Thank you for your patience while I refigure out how to use this this interact with overlay. All right, so both players just took each other's map. If not for the wall bonk, SkarFace would have taken it because Darius had a big bonk off the mushroom and then also a wider third shroom. All SkarFace would have had to do, even without not even counting the wall hit, just a mushroom cut would have taken it. And Darius is going to take us to Royal Raceway. Both players are ready. Royal Raceway. And Darius is ranked 92nd here. And SkarFace 148. So again, with the PAL advantage, a raceway should be in Darius's favor, but we've seen SkarFace throw down, so we'll find out what happens. First shroom up. Ooh, bonks the wall a little bit. No bonk from Darius. Darius will be pulling ahead ever so slightly. SkarFace with a little bit of erratic movement on the S turn. Both players did kiss the mountain a little bit. Second 180 for SkarFace. Wow, nice jump. Very nice movement. Darius 180. Gets a little bit of a slowdown. Better shroom 2 from SkarFace. 2 SSMTs, well done. Second shroom from Darius. Another very consistent lap 1 shroom. Darius should still be just a little bit ahead based on what I'm seeing here. SkarFace going off-road. Third 180. A little bit more of a conservative angle. Makes it over just fine. Actually was visually very consistent with what Darius had lap 2, so that would probably about cancel it out. SkarFace starting off with a wider angle, but does adjust mid-shroom. Nice adjustment. Darius with a, what I think that looked better. He kind of slid off the back side of the 180. I feel like that loses time. Nice final jump from SkarFace. I think Darius would have to make a big mistake to lose it at this point. Very consistent driving from Darius. Oh, but gets caught a little bit at the end there. I don't think that'll be enough, but we're going to find out. Is that 256 and 18? And yes, Darius will take set 2. 3-1, which means SkarFace is going to be up to choose first. Coming in set 3. Can SkarFace answer? You can hear my keyboard. Yeah, the joys of mechanical keys. All right, where are we going, SkarFace? We're going to Bowser's Castle. Good pick. This is the pick we would love to see from SkarFace. There's a lot of potential to for either one to make a mistake, but he's counting on Darius. All right, both players are ready. All right, started immediately in the MT. SkarFace going, but both players not taking the aggressive line. SkarFace going to the left of the thwomps. Same with Darius. Ooh, Darius getting caught on the thwomps, getting eaten by the wall a little bit. SkarFace having decidedly better movement so far. Darius smacking the wall. So SkarFace will pull ahead here. A little bit of a cart dance, no MT. Good first lap though. Darius rolling through with the 4701. Gets SkarFace getting through the thwomps. Second thwomp coming to laugh at him, but he makes it past. Darius going to the left. Doesn't get caught by the thwomps, but you can tell by the cycle that he is a bit further. You can see, you can see SkarFace was to the left of that. Darius went to the right. SkarFace's spiral climb, getting caught by the wall a little bit, taking a conservative angle at the end. Gets the SSMTs, 4086. It kind of seems like there was an opportunity for Darius to make up some time on that lap. SkarFace going to the left again, makes it through the thwomps. 4561 from Darius. SkarFace making it through the thwomps. SkarFace, very nice movement down the stairs. Great courtyard entrance. Yep, Darius still behind, visually based on the thwomp cycles. Makes it past that. Wow. Nice Bowser's Castle from SkarFace. All right, spiral climb from Darius. Sliding, falling MTs. All right, and that's a 218. To 1838 and NTSC 157.25 magic. Darius still takes that. Wow, that is crazy. That I must have missed a bigger mistake from SkarFace. 218. Wait, did I input these correctly? 157.25 to 1838. Wow, that was huge. The thwomp cycle seemed significantly off. Lap 2 stairs corner. Got it. Yep, I did not see that. Thank you, Ent. Thanks for the catch. I must have been looking at Darius's because I was trying to base it off of where the thwomp cycles were. But yes, this makes a lot of sense now. All right, Darius. Aha, yep, SkarFace confirming. Ran into the wall at stairs. Got it. This makes a lot more sense now. Darius using Fast Lap Joker, and we're going to Wario Stadium. Both players are ready. Another good pick from Darius. I see a lot of similar themes in these picks, where Darius wants to do more technical tracks and tracks that are going to be more PAL friendly. SkarFace is ranked 115th on the fast lap. And Darius is ranked 107, so they're actually very, very similar. Good aggressive driving from SkarFace. Gotta need it to keep up with the PAL advantage. A little bit wider of an angle for SkarFace. We'll see what Darius throws up here on. Oh, actually very similar. Darius actually had a slightly worse shroom. Just a little bit wider, but similar angle, which is funny. Third shroom up. SkarFace firing it just a tad early. Runs out before getting around the corner, but good movement. This will be very close. I didn't see SkarFace's first mushroom, however, but Darius's first mushroom looked fantastic. We have a 1:14:17. And a 1:29:49. So SkarFace will take this by 0.31. And we are now tied in set 3, 1-1. Nice driving. Oh boy. SkarFace taking us to DK Jungle Parkway shortcut. Both players are ready. All right. This will be a treat. Get them synced up a little bit better now, even though it doesn't matter. SkarFace going for the start boost turnaround. Gets the angle, goes into the water, however gets it. Darius trying to find the spot. SkarFace now at the end of lap 1. Darius a bit too far to the left, doesn't clip through the wall. SkarFace just barely too far to the left, doesn't get the shortcut count. Just took it a little bit too conservatively. Goes for a much better angle. Shrooms back up to the spot. SkarFace going for the last one. Doesn't make it. A little too far to the left again. SkarFace making the last moment adjustment. Falls into the water, but gets it. Darius going for it. A little bit too far into the cave. Doesn't clip through the wall. Is essentially one set of spots back too far. SkarFace taking it with 1:22:31. Darius going in, doesn't get the air. Darius driving and goes for the DNF. SkarFace pulling in the lead. How's this? 9. All right. Good pick from Scarface. Darius, before the before I counted them down, Darius said, let's see if I remember this. And he did not. So great pick. And Darius is going to fire back with a Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road 3-lap. This is our punishment. Scarface hoping he says flap. We have some discussion whether or not Rainbow Road is automatically a fast lap. Oh. I see. Yes. We are doing this fast lap. Is that right? Rainbow Road is automatically a fast lap? All right, we are doing Rainbow Road fast lap. Both players are ready. Counting them down. All right, so this won't be as... thank you, Uno. Yes, we are in agreement. All right, good Tran from both players. A little bit of air from Scarface, but not enough to really matter. Two shrooms up. Looking good. This is yet another track where Darius is hoping for the PAL advantage. Darius's fast lap is ranked 159. And Scarface's is ranked 126, so there is a little bit of a higher skill from Scarface. We'll see if he can throw down in one try. All right, third shroom up for Scarface. Nice climb. A little bit of an aggressive turn on it. We'll see what Darius throws down. Oh, Darius gets caught on the third shroom. Uh-oh. One last chain chomp to say no to Scarface. Scarface makes it through. Gets the 140.33. And Darius with 2 minutes and 74 deciseconds. So Scarface is going to take the third track. And we are going into the next set. It's 2 sets to 1. All right, a little bit of a comeback from Scarface. And that was with a lot of missed mini turbos. Scarface stating that his regular controller broke during that 8-hour stream. This is on a backup now. And yeah, we're going into set 4. Scarface said, "Say hello to my little friend," and pulled out his second controller. Darius gonna fire back now with the first pick here on Calamari Desert Fast Lap. Both players are ready. Interesting pick, actually. I would have clocked Scarface for picking this one. Darius's Fast Lap is ranked 91. And similarly, Scarface actually has a 104 on this one, so we'll see what kind of first shroom cut they get here. Oh yeah, that's tough to tell. I'd say Scarface had a little bit better of a mushroom there. Oh, but Scarface goes a little bit too aggressive and gets pulled a total me move and went on the inside of the fence line. And Darius is very washed out desert here. Will take it with the 40-40. Actually beat the NTSC time even. Just so that there's no confusion. KD flap. 40-40. Oops, gotta hit the 0 first. Was that 40-45 or 40-44? Yeah, that's I've definitely done that clip too. All right. And we're going to back to DK Jungle Parkway. Both players are ready. All right, good start. Very standard. Scarface going for a much more aggressive jump. Darius taking a more conservative jump. Scarface going ham. Good, very good start from Scarface. Nice cave entrance. Decent climb. Darius. A little bit of a slower climb. Hard to tell with the frame difference. Second jump. Good aggressive jump from Scarface. I think 3 of those and not falling in will be to his advantage. As Darius's shrooms are just a little bit more conservative. Especially at that angle, it can be hard to get onto the off-road terrain because of that lip right on the corner of the grass. It's really annoying to get above if you don't take the more aggressive angle. Sometimes it can just like push you away. That's so annoying. Third jump from Scarface. Ooh, that's aggressive. Is he going to make it? No, just barely. Just a little bit. Just a hair to the left. All right, we see a swimmer. makes it this time. Darius going very, very conservative on this one, likely knowing that his opponent had fallen in. But there was quite a bit of time loss on all three of the jumps. I think regardless, the dip in the water will be SkarFace's undoing. 206.71. And a 220.57. And as we thought, Darius will take it. So 2 up. This is potentially the match point for Darius. And Darius gets to choose, and we're going back to Royal Raceway. SkarFace is ready. Darius is ready, counting him down. All right, so if Darius wins this, he will win the round. And if not, we get to see more. As a reminder, Darius's Royal Raceway 3 laps ranked 92nd. SkarFace with 148, so there is a rank advantage here. But now that they've played, they might be warmed up. Can just come down to one really big mistake. Both players with a good cut. First shroom. Good from SkarFace. Good from Darius. I think a little slower from Darius. Getting back onto the road. First jump up. No big bounce. SkarFace having a much better time getting around the S curve here. Takes a little bit of a conservative jump at the end. Very nice 48.88. Darius making a much larger grass cut there. Second 180. Wow, nice aggressive angle. Way to go, SkarFace. Not going to go down without a fight. Darius, a little bit of a wider angle. Looked like the grass slowed him down a bit. Good second shroom from SkarFace. Good approach. Double SSMT, as the Lord intended. Good second shroom from Darius. SkarFace kissing the grass. Gets a little bit of a bounce. 48.83. Very, very consistent lap. Third 180. As aggressive as one can go. It actually looked just like Darius's second lap one. Third shroom up for SkarFace. Ooh, gets caught on the wall a little bit. Crazy aggressive jump from Darius. Wow. Going all in. All right, final jump. Good third shroom from Darius. It's looking like it's in Darius's favor right now. 228.23 from SkarFace. Just had a tougher third lap there. Good ending from Darius. Good jump. 254. 93. Sub 255. Wow. And that will decide it. Darius winning 3 sets to SkarFace's 1. GG. Can we get some GGs in the chat for both the players? Very nice showing from both. I'm glad that we're able to see some back and forth. Both players beating each other's picks at times. It was a good round. Just to let you know, we are nearing the end of week 3 of the 7th season of the One Try League. We have just one last matchup coming up, which is Zoran versus Gray on Monday, November 10th. That's going to be at midnight on the East Coast, which will be hosted by Retchman. So catch Retchman's stream commentary for that match. Zoran versus Gray 0 __. Do not miss it. Correct, yes. Monday meaning tonight at midnight. So in 8 hours and 55 minutes, Gray 0 ___ versus Zoran head to head. Just shy of 9 hours from right now. And yeah, that looks like it's it for me. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a fantastic day. And we'll see you in Retchman's stream much later. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic Sunday.